Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Relaford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Relaford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Relaford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online radio box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Relaford on the Jeff Relaford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. What's up, baby? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live. And I thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Life Coach Jeff Relaford Show. I got to change the intro. A lot of different stuff has changed. Now, listen, sometimes your boy get a little lazy, but y'all still know who I am out here. Y'all still know who we are on the airwaves. That's how we roll. That's how we do things. So y'all know how we do, people. We come on, we say a few announcements. I remind y'all where we at. Boom, bada, bam. And then we get right to it. So I'm going to let y'all know. Boom, baby. We here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reader, the VNO, what you know, myself, Life Coach Jeff of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. Listen, if you need your podcast or your radio show produced, or you just want to know how to do a little bit more, we are here for you on that particular front. And also, we are doing a documentary with Fred Hampton Jr. I just want to let y'all know, we just not some people out here that do some things. You know, we like to make some moves, and we make good moves. So when we tell the people that we have accomplishments and certain things that we doing, it's a lot of people that put on, but I'm letting y'all know, the four of us, we do stuff, we make it happen. So once again, if y'all want to reach out to us on any of them social media platforms, we have you, we got you. Vibe Studios 219, come talk to us. And also, y'all, it's our Monday night lineup, okay? Monday night lineup. It consists of the Life Coach Jeff Show from 5 to 6 p.m. Also, Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 to 8 p.m. And the Donald Big Show from 8 to 10 p.m. Now, listen, if you have any music that you would like to be played, that you would like to have played on our stations, I'm not the one that play the music. I tell y'all this every week. I don't play the music, but they do. Give us a call at 773-462-4447. Or also reach out to us at biggsradio@gmail.com. Once again, give us a call at 773-462-4447 or shoot us an email at biggsradio@gmail.com. Also, y'all, check out the website, biggsradio.com. It's got all of everything you need to know about all the personalities, all the shows, the whole nine, things of that nature. I don't have to say much because guess what, y'all? We got a website. Once again, www.biggsradio.com. One more thing, too. We have a music seminar. Your boy, Life Coach Jeff, going to be out there all the way in Rockford, okay? The only reason why y'all got me in Rockford is because it take about the same time for me to get to Indianapolis, okay? If I have a rule, if it's over 2.5 hours, you might not get me out there driving. I'm just being honest, because driving ain't my thing. Barely like to put up with Chicago traffic. But anyway, we got a music seminar on November 15th, 2025 at 3 p.m. I believe we'll be there from 3 to 6 or 3 to 9, 7, something. I have to get the correct information on that because it is not on the flyer. But it starts at 3 p.m., okay? So it's going to consist of a lot of things. We're going to have a panelist there, radio interviews. I know that's something I'll be doing. Video for your single, radio interviews, radio airplay. Now, that's big for a lot of y'all. We're going to be providing a lot of people who need radio airplay. So please reach out to us. It's going to be at 730 North Church Street in Rockford, Illinois. Now, listen, if you get your tickets right now in advance, $20. But then if you choose to just show up on the day, $25 at the door. Okay. We're trying to give you a little discount because I know some of y'all be funny out here. Some of y'all act weird when it comes to the extra $5. So we giving you some time to get a little discount. So come on, y'all. Come out here to Rockford. Once again, Biggs Radio Music Seminar. Your boy, Life Coach Jeff, will be out there. Hosted by Nino Nagash, who was our program director. So come look us up if you need something to do on the weekend. All right, y'all. So I've said my spiel. Normally shout out a couple more people, but we got to get to the show, y'all, because we have another great show for y'all today. Y'all know how it is. For this whole month of October, we doing Distinguished Authors Guild. Authors who are nominated and some who are past winners, but nominated again. And who will be there at the show? Because I know I'm going to be there, baby. Me and the wife, we're going to be doing something. My wife can't dance, so I'm going to try to help her and dance so we can have a good time because she can't dance, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, we're going to have a good time, baby. So we're going to be out there at the Pavilion November. Hold on, y'all, because I got so many dates in my head. I believe it is the 4th, right? Am I right, people? The 7th. Look, they helping me out here. The 7th, because your boy is bad with dates. I got too much stuff going on. November 7th. I got it right here on the phone, too. Okay. November 7th, y'all. We're going to be out there. We're going to be in the building, okay? Distinguished Authors Guild. I have the date and time again. We're going to talk about that more on the show. Y'all, again, I'm terrible when it comes to stuff like this, but it's okay. But we got the authors here. Now, I told them how I was going to do. Y'all know how I've been doing this for the past few shows. We just go ahead. We randomly go ahead and we pick a person. But I'm going to say her name. We have Miss Sharice Bennett. How you doing?
Yeah, I know I was going to be first. I felt it in my bones. I
know. You felt it in your whole spirit, didn't you?
I knew it right here in my shondo. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sharice Bennett. I am the founder of the Best Me Ever movement. And that means I am your self-love strategist. I'm your self-care consultant. Sometimes you're a self-worth warrior, but I'm always going to be here to help women understand that you are the best thing that ever happened to you. So every decision you make, good or bad, you are still the best thing that ever happened to you. And so that's my whole goal as an author, speaker, humorist, and consultant.
Okay, that's awesome, girl. Look, we're going to dive into you. We're going to dive into all of y'all, but we're going to make sure we make it happen. Now we have Miss Teresa Hickman in the house.
Hi, guys. Yes, it's me, Teresa Hickman, also known as Mother Dove. I am here and ready for this show. I am the founder and CEO of Mother Dove's Academy, Mother Dove Collection, as well as I have a nonprofit, Mama T Cares. I'm all about the children, all about making sure that our students are learning and growing and becoming confident and competent individuals. So I've written many children's books. So that's what I'm here to share with you guys today.
Okay, awesome. Now we have Miss Bobby Strutchin in the building.
Bobby's on mute.
Uh-oh, Bobby. Hold on, girl. Can I help you? Go ahead. I got you, girl. You put yourself back on mute. Hold on. I got you. Okay, I don't have you. Wait, I got you. Good.
Am I good?
You A1 since day one. Go ahead.
All right. And not only that, shout out for getting my name just right. I am Bobby Strutchin, CEO of Just For Me Wellness. Just For Me Wellness is a nonprofit organization that empowers individuals to become active participant in managing their own wellness. A lot of time people are waiting for the influence of other people to take them to where they got to go, and they don't understand. You play the vital role in managing your wellness. I'm also a 2024 DAG nominee winner, and I am a 2025 DAG ambassador. Shout out, DAG.
Yeah. Awesome. We're going to dive into all of y'all, man. Y'all got so much good energy. This is beautiful. You know why I do radio? I don't do radio for me. I do it for the people. This is why I do it. So I can go ahead and get all this energy here. Because, again, I'm not here myself talk for no whole hour. And we have, last but not least, Miss Black Diamond in the building. How you doing, my sister?
Hi, everyone. How are you? I am Black Diamond. Some people confuse it and think it's my pen name, but it's not his name. It's a long story behind it, so I don't want to. I'll take up the whole show trying to explain it to you. I am the CEO of Basic Black, also Black Diamond Enterprise, and Black House Communications with Roku. I'm the Renaissance coach, and I'm also a trauma and a parent coach. So that's me, and I'm the author and nominee with The Habitual Liar.
Okay, got you. Okay, now see, y'all are all powerful women doing some great things out here, and I'm telling you, this is gonna be nothing less than a great show today. Okay, so listen, we're gonna go in the order that I see out here. Now, Miss Bobby, I have a question for you. I want to know, and I'm gonna ask each and every one of y'all this question. First, I want you to introduce the book that you were nominated for. Okay, or if you have won the book that you have won the award for as well. And what inspires you to write?
The book that I was nominated for was a biography about my mom. And the name of that book is Walking on Streets of Gold. I won in 2024. And I also participated in a compilation with Dr. Carolyn Stevens for another book that is nominated this year, The Sacred Seeds of Wisdom. And what motivated me to write the book was my mother. She wanted to have her voice put out in the world so that she could tell her story in her words, just like it was, without anybody influencing it, and let the Lord have the impact of her voice as an overcomer. Now, it was difficult to write because she passed before I could finish writing it. But the motivation to continue on was what she had to say was not her own words. These words are powerful and they're life changing. So that was my motivation for not only starting, but completing the book. So once it was nominated, I mean, it took it to another level because I was just looking for the book to be populated in my little circle, my family, my church family, things like that. But to be here with you, Jeff, are you kidding me right now? All the way from little old Dover, Georgia to right up here in the Big Shy. Oh, come on. It is amazing.
Girl, that's awesome. And you know what? I love the fact that you said your mother's story wanted to be told, and you are that voice for that. That is awesome. That is something. And I'm gonna ask you this quick question because I'm gonna get to everybody too. I just got a little sub question to this question here. With your mother's story, what are those key points of your mother's story that really stick out? Because I'm telling you, when you writing something like that, it's definitely got to be something, that's grasping the people. So what was the key elements of your mother's story? Not to give away the whole book, because people, I need y'all to solicit every last one of them and buy. Okay. So we gonna just give out some things, but what was one of the key elements of the book that really stuck out with you?
One of the key elements is when she speaks about how we're always told that we're survivors. You got to survive through trauma. You got to try to make it through year after year. It never goes away. And a key element that you'll find that my mother has in this book is she'll tell you that you are not just a survivor, you're an overcomer. You don't have to always wear a badge of abuse. You don't have to always wear the badge of whatever you went through. It's not permanent. You can overcome that and live, not just survive.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about. I'm about to purchase mine right now. Girl, send me the link. Send me whatever you got to say. I love that. That is amazing. And I know all y'all do too. So we're going to move right along. Miss Teresa Hickman, give us the name and title of your book that you've either been nominated for, or if you won an award for, let us know that too. And what inspires you to write?
Absolutely. Thank you for the question. This year, 2025, I have been nominated for the Distinguished Author Guild Award for my children's book, I Am A to Z. It's about my character, Terry, in which she is inspiring young girls and boys just like her to speak words of affirmation. So within the book, you'll find different words in which Terry is describing who she is as a person. Some words, just trying to boast who she is, but also trying to not minimize those things, like when our students call themselves bossy, right? That is not a bad term. I want our children to know that they are who they say they are and that they can do anything if they just try. And so that leads me to my book that was a award-winning book back in 2023, I Can Just Try, which is also about my character, Terry, in which she is inspiring young girls and boys to remember to believe in themselves, to just try, to never give up. Like I said previously, I am an educator, and so many times I see so many kids giving up on themselves, not really using words to empower themselves. And I just wanted to change their narrative, change their mindset, making sure that they speak life into themselves. And that is why I write. I write for our children. I write for our future. I write so that they know that they can do anything. I mean, absolutely anything that they put their minds to. And so those are the two books in which I bring forth to you all today. I can tell you about my other ones, but those are the one. That's the one that won back in 2023. And then this one, I Am A to Z, is the nominated book for this year.
Girl, that is awesome. Now look, when y'all do stuff for the children, for the kids, that is amazing. Girl, you better get your Whitney Houston on out here. You better do it. You better do it for the babies, okay? Because and honestly, we live in a world today where you have to see everything. And these young kids, they believe that everything they see is what they believe, you know, and it's great that you're telling kids to go ahead, uplift themselves, give themselves those affirmations, say those things to themselves. Because honestly, I'm gonna be real honest with you. The way that I grew up, how my child, now listen, okay, I gotta say this to the people. My childhood wasn't bad. I'm not trying to say, I'm not looking for a sap story. I'm not trying to say my childhood was bad or nothing like that. But there were some elements of my childhood where I did need some words said to me. And if I would have had somebody telling me that I have the power to go ahead and fill myself up and to build myself up like that, oh, I would have been unstoppable. But you know, we have to work through things, you know. So thank God I've worked through things. I'm 35 years old. Now, Jesus, if I ain't worked on it now, you know, there's no hope. So I'm just being, y'all know that, ain't it the truth? So yeah, I'm just thankful that, you know, we went through that time period with that. But girl, what you doing is you getting them at a young age. You getting them at those prime years of their life that when they hear things, they gonna repeat it. When they say stuff, they gonna believe it. Yes, so why not have children build themselves up
right now? Right now.
Mm-hmm. Come on now. Listen, y'all gonna make me shout out here. Listen, Sharice talking about she felt it in her shondo. You making me feel some stuff in my shondo, okay? Because I'm telling you, with these kids, we gotta build them up for real. And I see so many of them. I mentor young girls on Saturdays too. And it's very interesting watching what these young girls go through and just hearing their stories. You know, a lot of people think, well, what can a man bring to the table with that? A real life male perspective. That's sometimes what these young girls don't get. So, but anyway, it ain't about me. Girl, you doing good. Do your thing, Teresa. We're going to circle back around with more questions too. All right. Miss Black Diamond, go ahead, girl. I'm waiting on you. What inspires you to write? And what is the whole books that you are nominated for or you have won awards for?
I've won awards for past books, children's books on foster care and adoption. My first book was a memoir, and it wasn't that I wanted to write it, it was that I needed to write it. And the reason for that book was because I didn't know whether I was going to survive what I was going through at the time. There was a hit put out on me and my children, and I wanted to make sure that my grandchildren, if I ever had any, knew about me, because I felt as though that I was the only person that can tell them about me. So that's when I started writing, and that's been over 20 years ago. But the book that was nominated is called The Habitual Liar, and it's spelled exactly the way that some people think that it should not be spelled, but it was intentionally spelled that way. It's a psychological thriller, and it follows China, who's a woman battling deep trauma and a dangerously seductive alter ego who is bold. She is reckless. She is sexually liberated and dangerously unapologetic. She's everything China is afraid to be. Now, while her alter ego gains control, the more China's world spirals out of control. It's the lines between the truth, lies, love, and self-destruction. She does destroy relationships, trust, and reality itself. But what I like most about the book is that it dives into mental health and disassociation. And it's also dives in between lies versus truth, especially the ones that we tell ourselves. It deals with trauma, motherhood, love, and self-sabotage, and how far someone will go to protect their pain. Now, the habitual liar is raw. It is twisted, and it can be emotional. It forces readers to ask, what happens when the real enemy lives inside you? It is the cracks in our surface, what's the strengths in our core that I believe the reason why China's going through what she's going through. So this is the book that was nominated, and I'm very proud of the book. This book actually had me in therapy for 5 years for the time that I had written this book, and I'll go into that a little later.
Girl, you gave me a lot. And I'm gonna be very honest with when we start talking about, because with me being a life coach, we start talking about the mental health part of things, and we start talking about how we build our reality, with truth, with lies, different things that are going on, how a lot of stuff that could go on in our lives, it could either make or break us. And a lot of us do get broken out here.
Right.
These are things that we don't want to share. These are things that we don't want to talk about. And sometimes the consequences can be very heavy for when people get broken out here. And sometimes it's not even on the accord of anybody because sometimes they didn't choose these things. Sometimes they might have been presented with certain different people or opportunities. Because now we start talking about opportunities, that's something you choose. Sometimes people can be slick with it. I've seen that too. I don't even want to get into that because I was about to make a joke, but it ain't gonna be too funny. Anyway, I was gonna talk about my West Side people because they some slick, fast talking people. But if any of y'all from the West Side, I don't want to hate on y'all because I met some slick, fast talking people, and that's not always a good thing. You got to use some wisdom so you don't get roped in. But I say that because these things are real. This is what people deal with on the daily. So when we start talking about your mental health, baby, you got to make sure you have a good grasp. You got to make sure you being honest with yourself. That's the key thing. Honest with yourself and truthful. Girl, go ahead, expound on that a little bit more because I know you want to. Go ahead.
Well, we did have something that followed behind Cracks in the Surface and Strengths in the Core. And this right here is the book, The Habitual Liar. This is the cover of the book. Well, this is the book itself. But what we had was another book that followed behind it, and that is called Cracks in the Surface, Strengths in the Core. And it's a workbook. And we had a panel of individuals who I love and appreciate for taking part in this panel, and they did the work in this book. Some were a little hesitant on doing the work, and I was a little hesitant on presenting it, but these individuals, they were more than amazing for 6 months to follow this journey of doing work in a book. And it wasn't necessarily their mental health. It may have been someone that they knew or even know who are dealing or struggling with mental health. But as for me, I had, and what I usually do with my books, I had to go into this character in order for her to be delivered to my readers, listeners, viewers, fans, in order for them to understand who she was. And it was a very dangerous situation for me. And that's why I went into therapy, because I did not want to lose myself with this character. Because once you book, you'll understand that in order for me to be a part of this character's life, to make it as real as possible, things could have happened and could have taken me down a different road than it had taken me down. But I'm very happy for the psychiatrist and the therapist that worked with me while I was working with this book.
Wow, that is awesome. Man, I'm telling you, I love stuff like that. I'm telling you, anytime when you can have something where people are willing to do the work, it takes a lot of self-humility to do that, people. I'm telling you, like I was talking about, being honest with yourself, the whole nine, being truthful, it takes self-humility to do that. And if you're not willing to go down in the trenches, how are you gonna change? So, girl, that's powerful. I'm about to buy me, girl, send me the link right now. Put it right there in the chat, right there somewhere in the chat, and let the people know something. Because, man, and this is what I'll be saying, man. That's why I love having y'all on, because all of y'all have these strong, powerful individual stories and reasons as to why y'all right. Listen, I wish I had something that powerful. This is why I do radio, okay? I do this because I need to push people out like y'all, okay? Because, again, y'all have so many people that y'all are reaching, touching, helping, the whole nine. Okay. Oh, I took in a lot. I've been taking in a lot out here. Okay. Let me just bring myself back. Okay. Let me bring myself back. Okay. Who else do I have to ask this question to? Because we have unloaded. Who we got?
Tis I.
Sharice. Come on, Sharice. Come on. I feel it in your Shondo, girl. You better bring it out. What inspires you to write? And go ahead and let the people know the books that you've been nominated for or you have won awards for.
I'm inspired to write because not everyone gets to experience the greatness that is me in person. And so I put it in a book so you have it at home with you. But no, seriously, I write because I have a lot to say, and I want to help other women arrive at the point in their lives where they love themselves enough to be confident to do the things they want to do. Right? I feel like there's a lack of confidence, there's a lack of self-love that so many of us suffer that leaves us open to being used and abused in different ways. The first book that I have 2 nominated books for DAG Awards for this year.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll come home twice a winner. The first is the Self-Love Makeover. And so this book talks about the 6 aspects of self that we cover. We talk about self-worth, self-awareness, self-respect, self-growth, self-care, and self-esteem. And I use the metaphor of the makeup application process. So any makeup girlies, boys, or theys can see how building your self-love is a process like anything else. Applying makeup is a process. Growing in self-love is also a process that's really important to go through. Because at the end of the day, which I always say when I do a workshop or any type of coaching, that at the end of the day, you are the only person you have to spend the rest of your life with. And when you come to that understanding, you realize that your relationship with yourself has to be your best relationship, because everybody else that you love and care about can be gone tomorrow and you still have to deal with yourself. And so if you aren't pouring into yourself, if you aren't loving yourself, if you're letting society dictate how you feel about yourself, if you let marketing and social media messages tell you how to feel about you, then you're already behind. You can't be confident because you're allowing other people's messages and how they feel about what they think you should be to define who you are. And when you grow in self-awareness, when you grow in self-esteem, you figure all those things out and you love yourself properly, you're able to grow in confidence to do all the things that you want to do.
That's right.
Girl, I was about to tell you to say that again for the people in the back. Girl, you better put that accountability on the people. Woo.
Yeah. Then the second book is a journal. It's called, can you see it? Dear Baby Jesus, Weight Loss Wishes, Workout Woes, and Words of Worship to Our Wee Water Walker. And this one is a journal for your workouts. And so every week there's a prayer, a funny prayer to Baby Jesus, because I believe that humor has healing power. And that we take stuff too seriously sometimes. So you can laugh about what you're going through. You could laugh about when you're dieting and you really want a cheeseburger instead of broccoli. That kind of stuff is in here. But it also includes a review sheet. It includes a weekly journal. It also includes space for your meal planning and for your workouts. So you can laugh while you're learning how to take better care of your body. And do that one because I believe that laughter is the best medicine. Humor does have healing power. And so a lot of that started from me writing posts about Baby Jesus on Facebook when I was at my job and I was super, super bored. So I started writing funny posts about that. And it just grew into, this is like 4 books later since the first Baby Jesus book.
Wow.
And I nominated this one. This one is nominated for the DAG Award. So
that is awesome. You know what? Let me tell you something about you, Sharice. I can tell that just with those 2 books alone, that is so just you. That is just all of you poured into that.
It is.
Your personality, the way you talk about it, the way you explain. Girl, you bubbly. You get it. I love it. I love it. Because again, y'all let this stuff exude out of y'all. Oh man, y'all amazing. Let me tell y'all, man, listen. If y'all need to learn something from these women that's on the screen right now. Okay? Because they embody what they do. And if you want to do anything in this life and in this world, you must embody that thing. You must be in it. You must be dedicated. You must be serious. And when I tell you, baby, that these women are serious, woo, y'all making it good for me out here today, man. I'm trying to tell y'all make me want to kick back. And I just want to take myself out of the shot and let the 4 of y'all talk so the people can hear what y'all have to say to each other, because it's that good. Do you hear me? Y'all see how I'm looking? Y'all see how I didn't lay back to the side over here. Relaxed, because y'all have it that good. I'm for real. Y'all are doing great things. And the next thing I want to ask y'all is, I want to know what's next for y'all, because now this is something that this can be expounded upon with all the different things that you have going on. Because listen, when y'all write and y'all reaching people, I know just from hearing what you all have written and what you all are doing right now in this moment. I know y'all got something else coming up. I know you got another book up the sleeve, in the back pocket, or just something going on, because y'all don't put all this goodness with inside yourselves and all this impactful stuff and these things that y'all want to have to help people out and not have nothing next. So this one gonna be at random. Teresa, what's next for you, my sister?
What's next? Oh my goodness, so many things. I have a plethora of things that's going on through my head of what I want to do. But you did ask what our next book. So I'm in the process of writing I Can Just Try To, which is the boy version of my character Terry, her little brother KJ, and he is too inspiring young girls and boys to believe in themselves. So many times people come up to me, well, what about the boys? What about the boys? Even though I believe Terry inspires all children, not just little girls, I decided, you know what? She also taught her little brothers. So KJ will be coming out soon. I Can Just Try To. I also have a children's book entitled The ABCs of Black History. Just to kind of give you a little snippet here, where we have different characters in this book who are inspired by African Americans who have made an impact in our community. I just really quickly show you. There's Queen Latifah and Condoleezza Rice there, right? And so this book is really, really rich of African Americans who have made an impact in our community, and just trying to make sure that our children are learning more about people versus just the typical people that they hear about all the time. And so along with this book, I do have an activity book coming up. Both of I Can Just Try and the activity book should be out by the end of October. That's the hope. I'm just waiting on a few kinks with my illustrators. But those books, and then I have many more in the making. I don't want to give them all to you today, but if you guys want to book me for speaking engagements, I love to speak to parents and teachers, just how to build self-confidence in our children, how to work with our children and empower them to use the terms not yet, and that I can, because a lot of the times we don't know how to teach our children to build that self-confidence, to build that love for themselves. And so that's what I do. I speak. I write, of course, that because I'm an author, but I'm also here. I have my own tutoring business. So if you need tutoring for your kids too, you can look up me on my website, Mother Dove's Academy, and you can book a tutoring session. So I got a lot of stuff going on.
Girl, yes, you do. I'm telling you, you are like the Whitney Houston of books, okay?
Well,
that's what I'm going to call you, the Whitney Houston of books, because you going after these kids. You are
I'm
leaving
going
no
after
stone
these
unturned.
kids. I have to, because, if we don't start now, that's our future. Our children are our future, and we have to inspire them. We have to pour into them. And I encourage more and more adults to do so and live by example. We have to model for them what we want them to see and what we want them to do. And so that's what I'm all about, modeling and being an example for our children.
You better speak that talk. You better just speak the talk, walk the walk, and tell these parents out here, do your job. Do your job.
Oh, I'll help you. And I want to just...
the life coach gonna say do your job. The life coach gonna say do your job. But you know what? Teresa will help you. She gonna aid you, push you to where you need to go. Nourish the babies. You know what I mean? With good information and knowledge. Okay. So I had to let y'all know. She didn't say that, y'all. I did. Okay. Okay. All right. Bobby. What's next for you, girl? Come on. You better do it. Let them know.
Well, there will be another book based on my mother's story, Walking on Streets of Gold, because this one that was nominated and won the award really just encapsulate a lot of the wisdom that she shared in a few testimonies. But the next book will help expose her personality.
Okay.
So that you'll begin to meet her. And so that's what I look forward to doing with my mother. My husband recently passed away, and I began writing a lot of the tough things that my husband was able to let me walk with him through as a man. And he in short, he moved from the cultural norms that are on Black men, white men, men in general. But I do just have to point out that, you know, because he was a Black man, that he talked more intimately during the last months of his life. And he was able to go through the journey that you could not get from society. You couldn't get from family and friends. He said that God showed him himself. And so it wasn't so much about what society did to Black people. It wasn't about, you know, who mistreated him and what kind of opportunities he didn't get, nothing like that. But God made it intimate for him as a man to show him himself. And it was so liberating. And he said, God, after he showed him himself, the reason he did things the way he did and believed like he believed. And once God showed him all those little secret nooks and crannies, then God showed him love, that even though this is what had happened to him and this is the man he became, God showed him, I love you. And he said, after God showed him love, then God taught him love. A Black man. He taught him love, not his wife. I didn't do it because it'd have been self-influence. It'd have had that curve to make sure he loved me best and loved me first and loved me right. So I didn't do it. But God showed him, taught him how to love. And he became a new man in Christ Jesus. So he didn't never make it to therapy. He didn't never make it to a great, you know, I don't know the right word to call it, but in a nutshell, all of the things that you're thinking in society, that the reason men are like they are and what they need to do and how they should act and where they should go. My husband let me walk through that journey with him, where he became the man that God says I love. It don't get no better than that. Not the one that culture approves of, not the one that somebody else shaped so that he can walk right according to their philosophies and doctrines and whatever. No, God showed him love. He loves men. And he goes in and he teaches a man love. And then that man becomes able to love. My husband became able to love, even though he didn't have all that great relationship with his kids. He and I didn't have all the great relationship all the time. Our church family, it wasn't great all the time. Our community wasn't great all the time. But let me tell you, this book that's coming is called A Man After God's Own Heart, the Love Edition. The Love Edition, not written by a woman. Again, like you said earlier, Jeff, I was just a voice for my mama. Well, I'm gonna be a voice for my husband.
Girl, you about to make this man shed a little tear out here. And I'm being very honest when I say that. I'm not being funny. I know I've been funny early on the show, but I'm not being funny. I'm for real, because the thing is, that's something I talk with my wife about. And that's something I try to be open with my wife about, how life is for me as a man. And it's funny you say that, how God has showed him how to love, because, oh man, I'm telling you, when I tell you I went through that same journey, like literally, like I study the word all the time. I go ahead, I read, I look at things, and I try to do the best I can, because nobody's perfect when it comes to this. All you have to do is try. God looks for all God wants you to do is try. When it says study to show thyself approved, when that word study in that form, it means try. And a lot of us don't know that. So when you feel like you have that hump on your back as a man, when you feel like you going through so much and nobody else is going through that same thing you going through, all God wants you to do is just try. And I'm just grateful that he shared that with you, with those final moments, because that says a lot. That's heavy. And girl, Bobby, you better put that out. You better put that out. You better let the man read that and see that, because a lot of times I work with a guy now. I'm not gonna say a name, but I work with a guy now, very hard body guy. And if somebody would have just showed him that love, if somebody would have just showed him and said, hey, brother, everything is all right. You don't have to always prove yourself all the time. You don't always have to put yourself out on Front Street. Your works will speak for itself. You don't always have to be loud and boisterous. Let that God in you rise up and let people see that good that's within you already. You know, I feel like that's what he needed. And stuff in that book that your husband is, and I won't say is because the spirit and the legacy lives on, is and was portraying at that time. You know, that's powerful. Bobby, you about to take me to church. You about to take me home. You about to do it all, because the thing
Well, what
is,
you think you doing? Well, what you think you doing?
oh, I know, girl. I'm just saying, girl, you brought this out of me. Now look here, you said it. You done it now, but I'm just messing with you, girl. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. And that's beautiful. And girl, keep reaching people like that. Keep using. And this is the thought on my mind when I was hearing you say all this. It's about that legacy portion. What you're doing is you're sharing the legacies of your mother, of your husband, the footprint that was left behind by them. Yes. And that is something. Oh, I love that. Girl, you better do it.
Okay,
Ooh.
Jeff. Okay, Jeff. Okay.
I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. Because listen, y'all don't understand. I'll be the messed around and I will close out the last 20 minutes and y'all gonna be mad at me because we ain't get down with the round table. Okay. Black, talk to him. What's next for you, my sister?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna finish up book 2 and 3 of Cracks in the Strengths in the Core. And that's so we could have them prepared for the panel of 2026 and 2020.
We losing your audio a little bit there, Black.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we got you back. Go ahead.
Yes, I was saying that we introduced you to The Habitual Liar, and I'm working book 3. Several are asking what happened to book 2. Well, there is no book 2. There's a thing 2, and I'm very. What's the thing? I said, well, you have to actually read an idea of what the thing may be. But I'm keeping that under wraps, and I'm very, very, very excited. My children were even surprised when I wrote The Habitual Liar and the things that were involved in it and the language that was used. So I usually try to card people when they purchase the book, telling them they should be over 21 to read that book because of some of the language that's in it. And in addition to that, I'm doing several shows on on Roku, and it's called Access Granted, and that's the channel that I have on Roku. So I'm doing several shows on there. Some of the shows will consist of mental health. In addition to that, we're going to be talking about the injustice of several systems that have failed families. I'm not going to go too deep into that because I'm going to wait until that airs. And I'm doing a television series. We've already started working on the pilot program of the series, so I'm very excited with that. So we're going to continue to advocate. I continue to advocate for children that's in foster care for reunification. I have parented 14 children within my lifetime, and I want to continue to advocate for those children to be able to be reunified with their families, their biological families.
That is awesome. Black, I love that. You better take that out and put it on television for the people. Because that is a different realm. That is a whole different realm. A lot of people don't want to stem into that. And that's awesome that you were doing that. Put those words that's on paper out there so the people can actually see it. You know? That is awesome. What is Gina says, we need that off the Black Diamond. We need it.
No, it's coming. It's coming. I'm very excited. I'm working with Dr. Carolyn Stevens with that. She's one of the CEOs along with The Intentional. I call it The Intentional, Rachel Gary. And I'm just very excited to be working with them on Roku. So we have a lot of things that's coming towards Roku. Several content creators, if anyone is interested in being a content creator and having their own show on Roku, just get in contact with one of us and we'll be able to walk you through and get you started and get you set up.
That's awesome.
You can
Y'all
follow,
heard
I
her.
think each and every one of us are on Facebook, so you can see us on Facebook and just DM us.
Y'all heard her. What she doing is she just not telling her stuff, her story, putting it out there through the books and putting it out there for the people, focusing on the mental health, trying to help y'all. She wants you to get your vision out there too.
That's
Okay.
Yes, indeed. We know that
So
there's
come
stories like the young man tonight. We hear the stories. I'm listening to you and I'm saying, I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to grab that one. I'm going to grab this one. Each and every one of you have some, powerful stories, powerful voices. And we would love for you to be part of our program. And that's Black House Communications. We call it BHC on Roku.
That's awesome, man. So much love from the comment section, man. People tuning in, they listening. They are talking about not me. They talking about y'all. There it is. Such a beautiful queen, grand lady, expressions, their knowledge. God bless all of them. Real talk. Shout out to Walter Miles. Carolyn Stevens says, hey, DAG authors. Carolyn Stevens, let me tell you something, girl. They've been giving you the shout outs and the praises. So can we just give a quick hand clap for Carolyn Stevens? Because Carolyn sounds like she just been helping everybody. Girl, you better be out there doing your thing. So is Carolyn going to come on too? I don't know. I might talk to Gina about that. We'll get together. Sharice.
Yeah.
Come on, girl. You know where we going.
Yes. What's next? So I do not have a book in the hostel right now because I am currently I'm a PhD student in psychology. So all of my writing is going towards that right now. However, in the coaching realm, I do have a free private Facebook group for the ladies, the femmes, the girls. It's called Self-Love Society. So you can search for it on Facebook and jump in there because we're having these same conversation things I'm talking about right now. We're talking about in that group and growing together as a community. I also have a mini course and a full-blown 6-week, my signature course program is called the Best Me Ever Blueprint. And it talks about building self-love from the ground up. So it's a 6-week program, go through the whole coaching phase together. And so that is almost set to launch. But my mini course is called, I mentioned one of our my foundational tagline is, you are the best thing that ever happened to you, right? Which you can probably see right there. So I built mini course. I built a mini course on that just to help people understand what I mean by that. And so that's a place to start within the Best Me Academy, which is where all of my courses will live. So you would start there and then work through other courses before you're ready for the whole blueprint. So those things are almost ready to go to be set out free into the public. But that's what I'm working on right now. Books, there's some stuff percolating, but most of my writing is in the classroom right now. So.
Okay. That's fine. I understand, girl. Take your time. We don't need no overload here.
No. Already sleepy now. So.
There it is. I got a question for you, Sharice. What's some, because there are times when I like to give up keys to the game, people on the show. So, Sharice, with you being a coach, okay, what's some of the keys that you can give to the game with you trying to find your best self? What's something you got to say to the people so they can find their best self out here? Because I know you got it in you.
No one is better equipped to become the best ever version of you than you. It's right there on the board. So when you come to that understanding that it's not going to come from outside, nobody can heal you. Nobody can make you happy. All those things are done internally. Once you understand that, then the rest of it becomes easy. Once you get past looking for somebody else to fix everything for you and realize that you're the only person that can fix it for you because it's about you. That's the first step in all of it. So.
Girl, you better say that to the people because some of these people be looking for a handout out here. They be like, fix me, help me. No, I cannot fix you.
Yeah. And
I can only help you in a couple areas.
Self-love is protection at the end of the day. Once you practice self-love, you protect yourself from a lot of people who are out to seek to do you any kind of way because you can't be love bombed when you already love yourself hard, right? You can't convince me that you're going to move into my house because you told me I'm so pretty and that you need somewhere to stay because it's cold outside. Yeah, no, because I already love myself enough to know that, no, sir, you ain't got to convince me that I'm fine. I know this already, right?
Girl,
so
you better say that.
Self-love every day, then it's a form of protection. people don't have as much access to you because you already protected yourself in that way.
That's why I had to run off the screen, because you were saying all the truth right there. That's why y'all saw me get up and put the headphones down and go exit stage left or right, whichever way you see me on. Because Sharice, that's it right there. So if any of y'all ain't listening who not trying to fix yourself and y'all waiting on everybody else and don't want to do the work to come within, y'all done heard it twice, because Black said it as well. It's got to come from within, baby. Okay. So, y'all about to make me preach again. Let me shut up. Listen. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go around the horn again. Shout out to Kimberly Patterson as well. Look at Kim. She funny. Kim, this is my other partner on Biggs Radio out here. She has her shows on Biggs every Thursday night rewind, baby. Y'all tap in. And R&B Thursdays, y'all tap in. Kim got the songs that make you just sit down with your lover. Just letting y'all know. But she know I had to step away. And she also says self-love is a form of protection. It can be. Yes. Walter T. I know you on here, Walter T. Okay. Your co-worker, Walter T. Miles. Okay. Walter T is on here too. WCHI Biz Radio. Okay. Listen to that. He listens to that. All of that. Okay. If you don't love you, who will, baby? Walter T, you better tell him. Along with Sharice. You better co-sign out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the horn one more time. What I need y'all to do is promote. Let me come on real big, real quick. Listen, solicit these authors, buy from them, spend your coins, your dollars, as the ladies say, your money, hunty. Okay, did I do that right? I just want to say that to represent y'all. So y'all spend y'all money out here with these authors. Here we go at random. Boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. Up. Go ahead, Bobby. Shout out where they can buy your book, your social medias, the whole nine.
Listen, I put it in the chat. Bobby Strutchin. Listen, I've got 2 links. You can follow me on Facebook. That's Bobby Strutchin Author. And also Just For Me Wellness. Both of my pages are on Facebook. When you go in, you're going to get a lot of information, not only about my book, but my Just For Me Wellness program. Soon I'll be bringing it out so you can join in virtually, so you can learn how to be an active participant in managing your wealth. I've got something for you called a basic body assessment. That's where you check on yourself first and get a good assessment about how you're doing physically and emotionally. So you're going to want to follow me. Go on now. It's right down there in the chat. You will see it, and come on over and follow me. I got great things to tell you.
There it is. All right, we're going to go at random again. Boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. Who am I choosing? Black. We got you.
There under Basic Black. You can also see me on the first and third Fridays on my podcast. It's called Basic Black After Dark. So you can see me there at 8 p.m. I discuss a lot of different things. I have guests that's on the show as well. I'm on most social medias as author Black Diamond. I think that I put the author there because we have other people who also has the name Black Diamond. So I'm not sure if it's spelled the same way or not, but you can catch me on Facebook. I'm also going to throw you out my phone number. I'm also a trauma-informed life coach. So you can reach me at 443-503-3055, or you can call it 443-503-DOLL, D-O-L-L. So there might be an easier way. I'm old school, so we use those little letters to help out. I use that also, 443-503-3055. So you can reach me on that, and that's the best way to.
Oh, that audio there, baby.
Email.com.
All right, there we go. Okay, got 2 more. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Teresa.
Hi guys, it's me again, Teresa, aka Mother Dove. You can reach me on any social media platform at Mother Dove's Academy, at Mother Dove's with an S Academy, or Mother Dove Collection. That one without an S, okay? You can also purchase any of my books on Amazon. But if you want a signed copy from me, a personal signed copy from me, then go to my website, www.motherdoveskids.com. motherdoveskids.com. Again, motherdoveskids.com with an S. And you can purchase any of my books there. I will also put it in the chat for you all as well. But please book me, purchase my books. If you need a speaker, I'm here for you. Mother Dove, that's who I am. Thank you.
There it is. And then Sharice. Hold on, girl. You muted. Hold on. You about to get good too. I saw the hand gestures and everything.
You got me?
We got you.
I was saying yes. So if reading is not your jam, if you're not into books, I mean, everybody don't like to read. I am available for speaking engagements. I do workshops. If you like all of this live and in person, I am so much better in person. You will not believe it's a great time. However, if you're looking for me in these internet streets, you can find me at Best Me Ever Movement across all the socials. On Facebook, it's my name, Sharice Bennett. There's also a Best Me Ever Movement page. And if you're looking for my products, you can find them on Amazon. The books are on Amazon, but they're also on my website, which is www.bme, as in bestmeevermovement.com. If you are interested in booking me for something else, you can email me, Sharice@bmemovement.com. Yeah.
All right. There we go, baby. Now, listen, y'all, I've had a great time with these authors here because they have great stories. I'm telling you, we got Miss Whitney Houston with the kids over there. I'm trying to tell you, she going in with the kids. Teresa is going in with the kids. Sharice is going in with the motivation, empowerment, and accountability. Black is out here letting people know about and helping them with their mental health, letting them know that it's real, the whole nine, and you don't have to be a victim to the struggle. You can overcome this thing. And Bobby is out here letting the legacy flow. When I tell y'all, powerful women, they've been on here. Powerful authors, they've been on here. Y'all better tap in. Miss Gina Gatson, Distinguished Authors Guild. I'm just letting you know. Play with your mama. Don't play with us. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. All right. Y'all know I'm going to be funny on here. I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to be funny on here. But all right, y'all. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live on the Life Coach Jeff Relevant Show with Sharice Bennett, Teresa Hickman, Black Diamond, and also Bobby Strutchin in the building. All right, y'all. And as always, like I always say, redirect, regroup, refocus. And we love y'all so very much. And as always, peace out. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Relaford. And I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Relaford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Relaford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online radio box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay, Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Relaford on the Jeff Relaford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.